Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The Bloodline has been one of the most dominant stables in WWE history, with all the members of the original faction going in different directions after a legendary run. A wrestling veteran has suggested that the wrestling promotion should form a female version of the group. On the most recent edition of his Off the Top podcast, WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi stated that it was time to assemble the female members of the family and form a faction. He added the wrestling promotion should book the group to a marquee position on the roster. On being asked who the other members of the group, alongside the two most popular real-life female Bloodline members, Naomi and Nia Jax, should be, Rikishi stated The Rock's daughter Ava and former WWE Women's Tag Team Champion Tamina would be the perfect fits. The veteran also noted that many of his nephews and nieces were training to become professional wrestlers. On the same podcast, Rikishi pointed out that the OTC has been doing his thing in WWE. He pointed out that everybody, including his Wiseman, betrayed him. The 59-year-old stated that Roman Reigns would not just be sitting around after he got backstabbed. Rikishi believes the former undisputed WWE Universal Champion is plotting something against his rivals. Roman Reigns is reportedly set to miss WWE Backlash. It will be interesting to see when he returns to the squared circle. Ankit Verma is a WWE news writer with over 4 years of experience in the writing field. He graduated with a master's degree in physical sciences, but his love and passion for writing and pro wrestling led him to create content about it. He writes his articles putting himself in the reader's shoes, making sure it's as simply written, informative, and straight to the point as possible while being devoid of opinion. Ankit strives to present accurate information by ensuring the source is credible and cross-checking all facts and figures. Ankit would have liked to have managed Kane during the Attitude Era, helping to take the big red monster to greater heights than his brother/rival, The Undertaker. His favorite pro wrestler of all time is AJ Styles. The Bloodline, a name that has dominated WWE headlines, main events, and championship reigns for over 3 years. With Roman Reigns at the helm, backed by the ever-loyal and occasionally fractured USOs Solo Sikoa and the legendary Paul Heyman, the faction has been synonymous with dominance, betrayal, and cinematic storytelling. But now, WWE Hall of Famer Trish Stratus is making waves with an idea that has the internet buzzing. It's time for a female Bloodline. Speaking on a recent podcast appearance, Stratus shared her thoughts on WWE's evolving women's division and why introducing a women's Bloodline faction could be a groundbreaking move. The Bloodline has been an incredible story, one of the best in WWE history, Stratus said. But imagine the power and prestige of a female-led version. There's so much legacy and talent in the NY family. It's time we see the women take that spotlight too. And she's absolutely right. Let's explore how WWE could craft a female Bloodline, who should be in it, and why this could be the next chapter in WWE's most dominant dynasty. The current women's division is stronger than ever, filled with athleticism, charisma, and storytelling potential. But the one thing it's lacking is a faction that feels as important, as legacy-driven, as the male version of the Bloodline. Judgment Day and Damage CTRL have done well, but neither carries the same mythos or generational weight. Creating a female Bloodline would elevate women's storytelling to main event level, bridge the generational gap between wrestling families, give underutilized stars a powerful platform, offer long-term booking potential across Raw, SmackDown, and even NXT. This isn't just a gimmick. It's legacy. It's blood. It's family. 1. Ava Raine Simone Johnson. Let's start with the most obvious heir to the throne, The Rock's daughter, Ava Raine. Currently making strides in NXT, Ava has already dipped her toes into faction work as a former member of Schism. But the potential for her as the leader of a female Bloodline is astronomical. With her heritage daughter of The Rock, part of the Unwide dynasty, Ava is not just another second-gen star. She is the future face of Samoan excellence in the women's division. Bringing her up to the main roster and placing her at the center of a new Bloodline faction could catapult her into stardom while honoring her legendary lineage. Ava's demeanor is cool, calculating, and confident, mirroring a younger Roman Reigns. If booked properly, she could even adopt a tribal princess or head of the table female division persona, ushering in a ruthless yet regal character. 2. Tamina Snuka, the veteran enforcer. Tamina has long been a respected veteran in WWE, but has never quite found the role that cements her legacy. But that changes in a female Bloodline. As the enforcer, Tamina would play the Solo Sikoa role, silent, brutal, and loyal. Her connection to the Anoa'i family tree is well documented, and her intimidating presence could be exactly what this faction needs. Imagine Tamina standing behind Ava during a promo, arms crossed, eyes burning holes into the rest of the women's locker room. She wouldn't need to speak much, just act. A single glare from Tamina could make titles shake. 3. Nia Jax, the dominant muscle. After a return that surprised many, Nia Jax has reestablished herself as a dominant force. Often polarizing but undeniably powerful, Nia could be the Samoan bulldozer of the female Bloodline. She's already related to the family, has main event experience, and thrives in a faction environment. As part of the Bloodline, Nia wouldn't need to carry the load alone. Instead, she could focus on crushing opponents, protecting the legacy, and imposing fear. This trio, Ava, Tamina, and Nia, would instantly command respect. But what if there's room for one more? 4. Naomi, the defector turned ally. Naomi Trinity Thatcher may currently be in TNA, but let's talk fantasy booking. She's married to Jimmy USO and is beloved by fans. If she were to return to WWE, she could be slotted into the Bloodline story with emotional depth. Naomi could begin as a conflicted outsider, unsure about aligning herself with Ava and the new regime. Maybe she resents the faction for what it did to her husband, or maybe she wants to redeem its image. Either way, her inclusion would give the group a more layered dynamic. If brought in, Naomi could serve as the moral compass of the faction, a voice of reason amidst a storm of dominance. Once established, the female Bloodline could feud with any of the top names in WWE's women's division. Here are a few possibilities. Female Bloodline versus Damage CTRL, a faction versus faction war with Legacy on one side and Rebellion on the other. Imagine the promos between Ava Raine and Bayley. Rhea Ripley versus Ava Raine, a WrestleMania-level match. Power versus Legacy, Judgment Day versus Bloodline. Charlotte Flair versus Ava Raine, two daughters of icons, colliding to prove who deserves the throne. The Nature Girl versus The Rock's heir? Print the money. Becky Lynch versus Nia Jax, a long simmering real-life tension turned into storyline gold. With the right long-term booking, this female faction could main event pay-per-views, hold all the women's gold, and cross into multiple brands. The Bloodline story isn't just about Roman Reigns. It's about generations, blood, heritage, dominance. And if WWE wants to keep that story evolving, adding a female chapter isn't just a smart move, it's a necessary one. As Trish Stratus rightly put it, these women deserve to carry the flag of that legacy. WWE is about stories, and this is a story waiting to be told. Imagine a segment on SmackDown where Ava Raine, flanked by Nia Jax and Tamina, walks to the ring in full tribal gear. She stands under the spotlight, raises a symbolic necklace passed down from Roman, and declares, "The Bloodline doesn't end with the men. It thrives with us. We are the future. We are the table."